My name is Benedict Osu, still here on Pulse, and we'll talk sports. And today we're discussing Kwadwo Asamoah. Well, after almost a few years not playing for the Black Stars, and the last time he played for the team was at the 2014 World Cup in Brazil. Since then, he's not played for Ghana because of his occurring injuries. And yesterday, at an event here in Accra, Kwadwo Asamoah noted that he will make a return to the Black Stars soon. Well, Kwadwo Asamoah gave the reasons why he's been missing out in action when it comes to the Black Stars. Let's take a listen to Kwadwo Asamoah back into the analysis.
Well, very soon I will join the team. I left the team due to some injuries, and I needed time off to get more better because I know Ghana got a lot of talent, and even me not joining the team now, I know we have everything, like we have replacement. But I'm so happy I'm doing well now to join the team, because I didn't want to join the team half fit. I wanted to join the team whilst I was playing, doing well with my team before I joined the team. So I would say within some few time I will join the team very soon.
So how do I say it? Former Black Stars player or a Black Stars player, a Ghanaian midfielder Kwadwo Asamoah. It was an event yesterday where they rewarded him for winning the Scudetto title for a 6th time, and also was a member of that team, the Juventus team that played in the finals of the UEFA Champions League. Unfortunately, they lost to Real Madrid. Well, today the guest gets to host the host of the program. Gary Al Smith is joining me. Gary, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you. Good to be
back. Should we consider this as good news, or probably maybe it's one of those things that we shouldn't take Kwadwo Asamoah serious?
Well, if I recall, I remember that video very well because the setting was just like this. But it was a certain journalist who interviewed Kwadwo Asamoah last year and asked him the same question. The name of the journalist is Benedict Dankwa. I don't know if you know him. Yeah, that's him. So it was you who interviewed him last year. You asked him the same question and he gave the same answer. It's been 365 days and we've still not seen him back in the Black Stars. I think Kwadwo Asamoah is just not interested at the moment in coming back. I think that he knows where his bread is buttered and he doesn't want to be rude. You know, he's one of those very polite, very well brought up, very well mannered guys. He doesn't want to be rude. He doesn't want to tell Ghanaians that get away. He's just going to say that I'll be back, I'll be back. By the time you know he has retired.
You feel it's got to do with his recurring injuries, or probably maybe it's got to do with something else?
No, I don't. I think that psychologically there's a certain wedge in his mind, and he's made up his mind that, you know what, anytime I come for national team duty, for whatever reason I get injured, my club pays my salary, I have a family to feed, I have whatever it is, and so I just don't want to have any more risk with the national team. And I think it's as simple as that. And I was saying before we came on air, you know the way we have treated some of our star players. Imagine if Ghanaians had to deal with Asamoah Gyan or Andre Ayew saying that I'll not play for the Ghana. Like by now they are dead.
Oh, but we've seen it. We've seen that before. I remember Asamoah Gyan at some point said he was not going to play for the team. Andre Ayew and his brother.
Yes. Compare the treatment we gave to Asamoah Gyan and Andre Ayew. Everybody seems, oh, Kwadwo Asamoah, he doesn't want to play and he's fine. But if it were any of those two, would have killed them by now.
But maybe people out there
understand
that Kwadwo Asamoah is giving us a legitimate reason, because if it's got to do with your recurring injuries, and as you rightly noted, if you come to play for the Black Stars and you get injured
all the time,
it's not Ghana that will take care of you. It's your club. You know what that happens, especially when it comes to some of these players. But if Kwadwo Asamoah indeed is going to come back, you feel we still need him?
Of course. It's like, I mean, and I'm not equating him to Leo Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, but he is, in the Ghanaian context, there are few players, Kwadwo Asamoah, even 70%. There are few players in our national team now, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago.
I think it's really serious, because for a player not to have played for the team, almost how many years? 3 years. And we still need...
He walked into the team. Look at the team that played on Sunday against Ethiopia. You are telling me that if Kwadwo Asamoah were on the bench and he had to start, we wouldn't make way? Of course we will make way for him.
Wow.
Because I'm looking at, for example, Thomas Ajipong.
Yeah.
Whatever he did, Kwadwo Asamoah can do and more. We are looking at the other side.
Because of the exposure where he plays.
That's the point. Football. You know, he can walk into the team because of the experience he has at club level and at the national team level. And indeed, because of the skill set. In the last 6 years, we've seen him play. Even Kwesi Appiah himself played him in the infamous left-back position. So we know that he's got that in the tank. Before then, Kwadwo Asamoah was a guy who could play in about 3 positions already. Exactly. He can play anywhere along the midfield divide, you know, and then he can play forward as well if you really want to play him in that direction. Too. So as for Kwadwo Asamoah, I don't want to say...
But Gary, don't you think that where he plays his club football is also a big favor? Because let's say, if yes, Kwadwo Asamoah was doing very well and was playing in a team on a continent, you feel people will still be calling him to come and play in the Black Stars? Because equally, we have good players elsewhere that are also doing good. But maybe people are saying that...
I'll give you an analogy. For France, Samuel Umtiti is playing for the French national team. I'm telling you that if Umtiti played for even Tottenham Hotspur, they wouldn't put him in the French national.
Because he plays at Barca.
He plays for Barcelona. You know, so it's all part of the package. It's just like a player who features for Hearts of Oak or Kotoko.
Exactly.
The exposure is more. We assume that because of the size of the team, the kind of pressure you have to withstand, you can withstand that kind of pressure at the Black Stars level as well. So it's part of the reason why we say he can walk into the team, because he plays for Juventus under Massimiliano Allegri.
It's true, because I remember very well when we were going for the Africa Cup of Nations, was it 2012 or even 2013?
Yeah.
Godfrey Saka, who plays his football for
Indiana Stars,
was very consistent, was playing week in, week out, was giving assists. Even at some point,
he was scoring goals.
As you know, this man, what's his name? The Liberty professional Samuel Safu is also
doing now.
Yes, though, Samuel Lincoln, Harris Naffel made a squad ahead of Godfrey Saka. So I think where you play at times also comes into the picture.
Sure, it does.
Which is very good for Kwadwo Asamoah.
So, and I wanted to end by saying that we always say that the Black Stars is open to all players, and there are no players bigger than the Black Stars, and nobody has a position guaranteed. But I think we can agree that if Kwadwo Asamoah picks the phone and calls Kwesi Appiah and says, "Boss, I'm available," Kwesi Appiah will say, "When do you want to play?"
Okay, Kwadwo Asamoah. What about Rabiu Mohammed? If tomorrow Rabiu Mohammed is fit, Rabiu Mohammed has served the Black Stars very, very well.
He's not an exceptional player. I know where you're going.
But Kwadwo Asamoah is exceptional. Eh?
That's the point.
Ooh.
The skill set. It's about the skill set. You know.
Or you feel in a team what Rabiu can do equally will have.
There are about 3 or 4 players who can do. But
what Kwadwo Asamoah can do, now you've seen Thomas Ejapon, even though Ebenezer Ofori, he can do that. And
okay.
Andre Ayew.
Let me tell you what Kwadwo Asamoah can do that not even Andre Ayew can do. Kwadwo Asamoah is a game changer. That is it. Andre Ayew can change games. And it's not me saying it. Look, when was the last time Andre had a game-changing experience in the Black Stars where we said, if Andre were not in the team, we wouldn't have clicked. We've not seen it in a long time. Asamoah Gyan has had 1 or 2. The last one I can remember was the game we played against Algeria.
Yeah, Algeria. Yeah.
2015 AFCON. That's a game changer. You know, somebody who can do amazing things. Kwadwo Asamoah can do that. In the Black Stars team now, how many players can do that? I can't name 2 or 3.
So for Gary, Kwadwo Asamoah definitely will walk into the Black Stars.
And they say he's irreplaceable.
So if the young man decides to come back finally,
he can come back.
He can come back. But we hope and pray that this time it's for real. It's not like what he told us last year. This year he has said it. And hopefully maybe next year he's not going to tell us the same thing.
And can I chip in? His attitude also helps. His attitude also helps.
But quickly, let's talk about the new Black Stars team.
Yeah.
Something small. It's like Ghanaians are so in love with the team.
Well, it's not a bad thing. It's a good team, isn't it? And it's a good thing, isn't it? And the thing is that we've seen it so many times, and the one thing that keeps happening is that they keep taking Ghanaians for granted. Hopefully, this new vibe around the Black Stars will not be taken for granted, beginning with our captain.
Charlie, thanks so much. Well, hopefully tomorrow you get to see Gary in this very position, and maybe I will be there. So we'll talk other matters. My name is Benedict, so that's how we end sports here on Pulse. Have a wonderful day.